All right. David Rodriguez, who are you here for? You're muted.
Can you hear me now, Judge?
Yes, I can hear you now. Are we ready on Derek Reyes? All right. Court is calling 2000. Can I have the files on this, please? Court is calling 2023 CR 2568 and 2023 CR 2569, State of Texas versus Derek Reyes. Could I have parties announced for?
Here we go, folks. Another day, another courtroom mystery. Judge's tone is calm, but trust me, things are about to heat up fast. Keep an eye on Derek Reyes. His entire credibility hangs on one simple breath test.
The record for the state.
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Defense.
Luis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Reyes.
All right, this is a continuation of a hearing that began on March 28th. It's with regards to high BRAC readings. And I asked, and both parties agreed to have the pretrial services officer present. Mr. Rodriguez, could you unmute, please? All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
David Rodriguez.
All right, so the issues that we have is the high BRAC reading.
Quick legal insight. A continuation hearing means the judge is not done gathering facts. Something didn't add up last time, and they're digging deeper now. Ever wonder how one missed test can land you back in jail? You're about to find out.
And there's been no retest. Can you explain what is going on with regards to this? Was he at his house?
So I spoke to Mr. Reyes the day after it happened, and he stated he was at court when the retest was being asked to happen. So that's why he wasn't able to take the retest.
Okay, and what time would the retest have been requested?
It was asked to be taken at 8:40.
All right. And then it shows that there was a random alcohol test then taken on March 25th. Do you know what time that was taken?
That I'm not sure. I wasn't in office nor the one that administered the test, but it was after court.
All right. So the March 25th, 2024 random alcohol test and blow would have been taken after court?
Correct.
All right. Any questions from either side?
Just briefly, Judge.
Sure.
Mr. Rodriguez, you're not the one who administered the random breath test to Mr. Reyes?
No, I was not. I was not in office this week.
Okay. So you were not in office. That was what, Monday the 25th?
Correct. I was working remotely that day.
Who?
Notice how nobody seems sure about anything? In court, that's a red flag. When test times get fuzzy, so does accountability, and judges hate foggy timelines. You can almost feel the tension building.
Who in fact spoke to Mr. Reyes that day? Or how did that happen? Because I mean, he had to deal with somebody, correct?
So let me see what it tells me. Let's see. So Officer Avina was the one that administered the breath test in office.
And was that at your direction?
Well, I instructed Mr. Reyes to come into the office after court for his monthly test at the office.
Okay. And so who would have decided to have the random breath test given to him?
It would have been me.
Okay.
Because it's once a month in office.
Okay. And so typically when he goes in, does he blow?
Yes. And there's never been any issues till last week.
So this one, right. Okay. So you don't know what he looked like that day?
What he looked like? No.
Yes.
I was not present.
Okay. So you don't know if there were any outward appearances that he had been drinking alcohol?
To my knowledge, no.
You don't know if there was a smell of alcohol?
No.
Yeah. Because in your experience, if people are showing up and they've been drinking the night before and they're still blowing positive for you, they often will smell like they've been drinking alcohol, right?
It depends on the individual. Some individuals take mouthwash. Some is the morning of instead of last night that they were drinking.
Okay. Was there any indication in the file from Officer Vina that there was?
Here's the classic alcohol defense moment. Mouthwash, last night's beer, or just bad luck. Defendants tried all. But judges? They've heard every excuse in the book. Let's see if Derek's story holds up or blows up.
Any outward signs of alcohol use?
No indication.
Okay. No questions.
All right. Any questions, State?
Just briefly, just for clarification, in the file, does it show a time at all when this was occurred? Check-in time?
Let me check one more time, but it only shows the date, not the time. It doesn't have a specific time, it just says the dates. Officer, I could check the list from last week to see if, because we work off of shifts, the 8 to 11, 11 to 2 p.m. So if Officer Avina was up there for the 11 p.m. AM shift, it would have been after 11.
Okay, and will we be able to speak with Officer Vina?
Speak up.
Possibly if he's able to hop on here, I could find out if he's working in office or remotely.
Okay, yeah, just because that's kind of, it seems like that's something that we would need.
Okay, I could
All right.
find out.
Voice is trailing off.
Sorry, Judge. Just saying that that's something that we would likely need in this case, to have Officer Vina get on.
All right. If you can see if Officer Avina is available to get on. If he's not, then the court is prepared to make a decision.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Thank
If
you.
y'all just see, he's going to see if he can zoom in. Gerard Hernandez Henry.
And here's the cliffhanger. Will Officer Aina join to clear the confusion, or is the judge about to rule without him? This is where courtroom patience meets real-world pressure. What would you do, wait or decide?
All right. They're not ready. Can you place this back and recall it later? Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Hello? Mr. Rodriguez, did you want to say something?
Oh, yes, I was about to say something. I found a time for you. It was
All right.
11:04 a.m.
All right, so we'll bring parties back up. Where did Daniel go? Louis, could you see if Daniel went to the back? Oh, just have a seat, sir, until the parties are ready. Okay. All right. Dinah, you ready? We're back on the record in 2023 CR 2568 and 2023 CR 2569, State of Texas versus Derek Reyes. The pretrial services officer has informed the court that he was actually to find a time when the testing was done.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Rodriguez, you're still under oath. What time was the test done?
11:04 a.m. So within a 10-minute period from that time.
All right, any other questions?
Just you.
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez, you're assigned to Derek's case?
Correct.
Okay. And so he's using an alcohol monitor and he's on GPS. Have we had any previous violations on that since, on any of those conditions, since he got out in January 22?
No.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions?
And just to confirm, what was the random blow that was done at the probation office? What was that number?
So he has conditions of random alcohol testing as well monthly. So once a month he comes into the office to test into our breathalyzer.
Right, but my question is, what was the number that was given whenever he did blow into the breathalyzer on Monday?
Oh, it was 0.018.
All right, nothing from the state.
All right, anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court notes that this is your first alleged violation. The court notes that you're on full GPS, so the only thing he can do is come to court and go back to his home. But what I'm going to do...
A reading, tiny, but still alcohol in the system. The law doesn't care how small. It's the pattern that matters. This could be the difference between a slap on the wrist or serious jail time. Think that's fair? Comment your thoughts below.
is I'm going to order and pretrial services. Are you able to go out to his home? Is that possible?
Yes.
All right. So he's scheduled for sentencing. Just one moment. He's scheduled for sentencing on April 25th. So between now and then, not counting this week, could you do a random visit the week of April 8th and April 15th?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So if there's no objections, what I'm going to do, because I'm notating that this is your first alleged violation and you've been on this since 2022, I'm going to continue him. I'm going to order random visits by pretrial services. They're going to do it the week of April 8th and the week of April 15th. And then your sentencing is going to take place on April 25th. And the court will notate that both parties wanted Mr. Reyes to be on bond so that he can participate in depositions to help the complainants receive whatever restitution they're allowed to receive. I've done civil work before. I do know if someone is at the prison, it's hard to get depositions done. So the court will continue.
That's mercy with monitoring. Judges basically saying, I'll trust you, but I'll be watching. Instead of locking him up, the system's testing him at home. Smart move or soft justice? Depends on your point of view.
There's to be random weekly field visits the week of April 8th, 2024, and April 15th, 2024. And then I'm going to have you report in court so we can see what's going on, make sure everything is fine. I'm going to have you report in court on April. Nope, I better not do that. We'll just stick with what I have. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm not going to be the judge here for the week of April 22nd. All right. So, State, is there anything else you would request? All right. Anything else from either side?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And I'm assuming, Mr. Rodriguez, that there were no issues with the breath test today?
Not to my knowledge at this time.
All right. Is there anything else from either side?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.